Hit the button. Let's get started.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here, the horror host of Generations X, Y, and Z inside Davis Manor, where we find humor in horror, and this is where I share my love of horror and entertainment. I review TV shows, movies, and talk about the time in the haunt industry where I used to scare everybody. I still do. I scare people every time I go out in public. But that's not this video. No, this is a Patreon shout out, and it goes to the patron, Robert Allen Bryan, a man so cool he's got 3 first names, but we're going to call him Allen just to make things a little bit easier right now. And with all the patrons of the channel, you go ahead and give a little personalized shout out video from me to you, okay? Just like these people right here on the screen. And if voting on future projects, being rewarded with different perks, or getting behind the scenes access with me sounds pretty cool, because there's a plethora of stuff. Oh, I like using big words. Then go ahead, click on the link above if you enjoy this channel and learn more. And links are also in the description and at the end of the video. Now, Alan has been extremely supportive of the channel, and he started off with being an ardent fan, doing the ardent fan pledge, and then upgrading to the sick and twisted freak tier. Now, the ardent fan tier has some pretty cool perks like access to the patron only content, which is only found on the Patreon feed. Makes sense. The patron would have to go to the Patreon page. But I also want to say that I use all the patrons as a sounding board when I'm messing around with different ideas on there. And then you also get a free digital poster that I create for that tier that I send to you as well. And I send that with the thank you, the personalized thank you that I send to everybody that becomes a patron. When I say thank you, I mean that in email form. Like, I don't go ahead and handwrite personal thank you. I get out my quill and I just go ahead and my parchment and scroll, because I'm that old school. Anyways, where am I going with this? I totally lost my stuff. Anyway, that's the ardent fan tier. There's a couple different things. Actually, all the different tiers have different perks. Make sure you go ahead and click the link. You can go ahead and see the different ones on there. The sick and twisted freak tier is a little bit different than the ardent fan tier. The ardent fan tier is using with soundboards, but the sick and twisted freak tier is where you go ahead and you actually get a say in the direction of the channel. I go ahead and I vote things out and figure out where we're going. And like Walker Wednesdays is a prime example of something that the patrons created on there. So as I've said before, a little bit earlier, Alan has been a huge support in the channel, and so much so before he became a fan of an ardent fan, I should say, of the well, he might have been a fan before, but yes, the ardent fan tier. Before he selected that, he actually went and bought a Blitzbolt shirt at the merchandise store. He has been very supportive in everything. When he became an ardent fan, which is the $2 pledge, he actually put a little bit more in there. Why? Because he likes to, throw a little something there, here's a little something for your troubles. Or maybe he thought I was worth more than 50 cents a week. I don't know. Anyways, I say that because you can, no matter what, you don't have to go ahead and put the exact dollar amount, whatever, on any pledge. You choose whatever you want. Go ahead and do that. The Patreon page will go ahead and select you into the tier, whatever one that you fit into. So as some of you might have known, I've said this before, it's pretty tough to go ahead and continue to do this stuff on a routine basis. The patrons help out a great deal, so thank you very much, Alan, for being a patron. It helps lead to better equipment, a better production. If you have seen some of my earlier videos, when I say earlier, like my first 50 videos to right now, lots more bells and whistles, a lot better production quality. It's all thanks to the patrons on there. So thank you again very much, Alan, for being a patron of the channel. It is the best way to help this channel grow, and I appreciate that. If you cannot be a patron and you're watching these videos, thank you very much for watching them. Thank you for learning about the patrons, and make sure that you keep on hitting the like buttons, leaving comments, sharing these videos with everybody that come from the channel. It helps in a lot more ways than I think that you might realize. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button by now already, will you? And make sure you hit that bell icon as well. That way you become part of the notification squad, and you get notified the moment that I upload. And I will see you in the next video.